The best two words in sport, Game 7. And it's Game 7 of the Elite League season tonight for the Steelers as they step up to the plate and take their swings against Belfast. Both clubs have recent Grand Slams to their name. The visitors are just a single point behind in the standings, but Sheffield are on a home run of 4 straight wins here against the Giants, and the Steelers know that a weekend double here and in Fife tomorrow will put them top. The Steelers are unchanged. The Giants, who will once again use Petr Cech as their emergency backup goalie, are without Carl Boudrier from yesterday's win in Nottingham. Will come up the near side boards. Giants get a stick to it first. Again, Tremblay putting the shoulder in on Grasso. Top of the circle, the shot comes through and Greenfield makes the save and Tremblay throws it to temporary safety. Around by Irwin, behind the goal and out front. Greenfield makes the save and there's the follow-up for Grasso. The opening goal goes to the Belfast Giants and Patrick Grasso. Scored a hat-trick against Fife back in September. He's only got one in the 13 games since. But he's got a big goal here, making the most of a puck that found him off a rebound. And with Greenfield not able to recover in time, it's Patrick Grasso's 5th of the season. All under pressure in the corner. It's really good work from Tate, but he had 3 Giants to deal with, and support didn't arrive quickly enough. Tip forward from Godet. Giants will sit back and take on a watching brief. Steelers will send it around the boards. Dowd trying to get to it first. And Dowd has it. Oh, and it's gone in! Oh, it's gone in off the Giants! The Steelers have got a free one, and they've levelled this game. That was not how they drew it up. But Dowd's pass, I think, has gone in off Godet. It'll be Dowd who gets the credit. But it was not the final touch from Dowd. It was Godet who was trying to block the pass, who was inadvertently put it underneath his own netminder. It's unfortunate for the Giants, but the Steelers will not mind at all. Balmas moves it on, trying to get it across, and the Steelers do for Tanzi. There's a swift offensive move, and it results in the Steelers taking the lead for the first time. And Kevin Tanzi has gone 9 without a goal, but he's on the score sheet today. It's a really good feed across from Dowd, whipped hard right onto the tape. Tanzi will finish those off all the time. 2-point night for Robert Dowd. Kevin Tanzi's 2nd goal of the season. Plays it across, great opportunity for Conway, and the save was made. Conway's first big look at goal in this game. Greenfield had the answer. And here's an opportunity for Harper moving through, and Whistle denies him, and there's a penalty on the play. We're going to get a slashing call against the Giants. Harper had to deal with that loose stick and the slash that comes in there. Tried to lift it, he got over the pad, straight into the body of Whistle. Here's Balmas. Cormier. It's through and in! A matter of seconds for the Steelers' power play. And they make the 5-on-4 count to take a 3-1 lead. A few sticks waved at it. There may be a touch from Tate on the way. But Whistle is beaten. And the Steelers are 2 up. Steelers' power play has been a strength of theirs this season. Giants not able to hit the pass through the middle, intercepted by Tanzi. breaks out of the zone just. And the Giants aren't happy that the shot was taken by Huttler. And Tanzi is quickly in to grab hold of Gay. I think in fairness to Una Huttler, he did think he'd get the puck in. It was a pretty close call. Steelers having a good spell. They haven't completely put the game to bed yet. This one will break for Eriksson. Teammates race up to join him. He's lost out, and here comes Gentile. The Steelers are onside, and Gentile gets it across, and Tate lifts it in! Lovely finish from Ryan Tate. As the Steelers make the most of the turnover. And he just had to wait for that puck to sit flat. And then when it did, he lifts it into the roof. And the Steelers, well, they're not quite there yet, but 4-1 with 11:30 to go is a very strong position indeed. Tate has not had the best luck in front of goal this season. It's just his second and his first even strength. Cormier sweeps it around and out of the zone. And the Steelers are winners against the Giants by 4-1. Well-deserved goalie hugs for Matt Greenfield. Another excellent performance in goal. And the Steelers keep the winning run going. Matt Greenfield is having yet another stellar season for the Sheffield Steelers. Beaten just once tonight on 32 shots. He made several big saves in the first and the second and the third. Backstopped his team to another victory. It's now 4 straight league wins for the Sheffield Steelers. And one more tomorrow against the Five Flyers in Scotland. We'll see them top of the table. Matt Greenfield will get to do the Eddie. And the shirt is off. And one lucky fan, I think he's going to get a copy of this one. Best of luck, everybody. And it's a very happy Sheffield Steelers fan. Not only have they won, going home with Matt Greenfield's shirt. Who needs a shirt off the back raffle ticket when you can just be stood in the right place at the right time? Aaron, an important and I guess a pleasing win.
Yeah, absolutely. We know that that's a team that is going to be one of the direct rivals in competition for us this year if we want to achieve what we're hoping to. I thought that was a good 60 from us, maybe a little bit tentative first period. I liked our start, first 5 minutes, and I thought they actually took over for the majority of that period. We bend but didn't break. They had a lot of ozone time in the first, but a lot of it was perimeter. The way we defend is inside out, and they used the walls and rimmed release a bit on us to create some ozone time. But I felt like for the most part, we did a good job, and Greener stood tall. And then the second period, I felt like we slanted the ice the other way. I know they're short on the back end and had Longer and Lake playing D tonight for them, so a little bit different look for them. And I felt like we wore that group down a little bit and took over and had a huge second period. And then I thought the third was maybe one of the more business-like thirds that we've had going into a period up. Same thing, really only gave up the one chance again off a blown coverage there, but for the most part, we were very good in the neutral zone, made them come through 5, didn't give up anything off the rush. So big game, big 2 points, and we got to make sure that we're ready for another one tomorrow.
It was a strange first goal that the Steelers scored with a pass from Dowd that is inadvertently put in, but it's the hard work that the Steelers put in the corner that created not just that goal, but plenty of other good things for the Steelers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That was we ran a set break out there where, we put the puck 200 feet from our end, and Doughty on the forecheck turns the puck over there, and I think he tries making a play to the D coming downhill and ends up going off their stick skating into the back of the net, which kind of got the crowd into it, and then the rest of it was a good finish to the first.
It's been another good night for the Steelers special teams, a clean penalty kill and a power play goal.
Yeah, penalty kill has been elite. It's been a huge strength of our group. Our up ice pressure has been outstanding. Can't say enough good things about what our killers are doing, and Karts has been doing with the kill. Power play's been running hot right now too, especially in the league. I think we're close to 50% through 7 games, which is a great number. We both know that special teams and goaltending, if you can get those things right, that you're going to give yourself a chance most nights. And Greener was outstanding again too.
Belfast are short bench coming into this. They only had 18 of the available 20 on the roster, but you didn't use all of the resources available on your bench tonight. Just talk us through what sort of matchups you were trying to achieve with the lines you put out there.
It's just one of those games where we felt like 3 lines was probably going to be the right way to go tonight. We'll go to 4 tomorrow for sure, but it was a big game like that. It's our 4th line hasn't played a ton of minutes. So sometimes it's also unfair to put them into situations that, they may not be successful in. It's something that we're going to need to get rolling a little bit, but we all know that, how important every game is in this league, and we'll manage that how we need to.
And you'll be losing a few of those players next week anyway, as they go off to join the Great Britain squad.
Yeah, it looks like, obviously, kudos to them. That's a great honor and achievement. Waddy and Steeler as well with the Dogs are going. So we'll have a bit of a short group during the week for practice. We only have the one Sunday game, which is nice, and I do believe that they should be in country in time to get back for that if we need them and want to use them. So we'll assess that through the week.
Fife Flyers tomorrow. It's a venue where the Steelers have come unstuck in the past. How do you ensure that there's no complacency this time?
Yeah, you can never make sure anything. All we can do is make sure the boys are prepped and make sure we're engaged from puck drop. That's a building that if you give them life, they will build off it. So we want to suck any momentum out of that building early, and not an easy place. I think we're back in here at 8:15 tomorrow morning, and we'll probably do a meeting or 2 in the morning and someone we get up there. But long travel day. We'll have to get our warm up in and be ready to go from puck drop, because you don't want to take tonight's game and not be ready up there tomorrow night.
So the players are not allowed to stay up for Game 7 of the World Series?
I will refuse to comment on that. I'm not a babysitter. I know they'll make good decisions, and it's a long trip up there.
Coach, your immediate thoughts following a 4-1 defeat?
I felt like had we taken some of our chances, it wouldn't have been a 4-1 game. Probably unlucky to come out of the first period tied. Thought we did enough there to be at least leading going into the period break. But second period, I thought Sheffield was just better than us. Competed a little harder, unfortunately. Obviously, they built a lead there. Third period, I liked our start. Came out, again, right now, our execution is just very poor. I thought that the guys were trying, were working. We created enough looks. It's not going in the back of the net for us right now. And we're just in terms of our execution, it's not very good. Our passing, our receiving of passes, and our finish around the net. So it's a long week of practice here to get ready for another big weekend of hockey. But all that being said, I'm proud of our guys for the effort that they gave. Short bench, Ben Lake goes back. He's maybe played a game of defense in his life. And I thought he was pretty good, and we had a few other things happen this week that guys were fighting through, and to come out of this week against 3 of the top teams in this league with 4 points is a pretty good week in my opinion. However, it still doesn't make today any better, because we felt like had we executed a little better, we're probably in that hockey game and maybe get something out of it.
How frustrating was it, the manner of the goal that you conceded in the first period, having done all that good work to score or to concede a goal completely off an inadvertent deflection like that past your own netminder?
Yeah, that's frustrating, but I mean, at the end of it, it's still 1-1. You got to come out and you got to compete the same way you did in the first period, and I thought that we didn't do that. I thought that the third period we did. We came out, we looked like we might get one back and give ourselves a chance, and then we turn a puck over and ends up in the back of our net. Right? And that's kind of what's happened to us here tonight. Obviously, you can't take anything away from Sheffield. Very dangerous offensively. We know that you turn pucks over, you give them odd man rushes, they're going to make you pay, and they did tonight.
You played a game last night, a full 65 minutes, all the way to a penalty shootout, while the Steelers sat with their feet up. Did that have an impact at all on tonight's game?
Looked like it did in the second period, but I mean, no. To me, those are excuses. Yeah, of course we're tired, but you got to play the game the right way and limit the other team's scoring chances, conserve your energy in certain areas, and find ways to wear the other team down. And like I said, I thought we did probably for 45 minutes tonight. I thought we were very good, but again, we didn't execute around the net, and it's going to be hard to win with one goal.
Into a power play situation late on in the game, was there any consideration to making that a 6-on-4 opportunity? You decided to just leave it 5-on-4.
Yeah, I mean, no, I think we were only down by a goal there. I think, or 2 goals, sorry, at that stage. We get one back. We've got half a hockey game to get back into it. In hindsight, obviously, it sounds like a great idea. But I think the execution level right now, it's not great. We probably would end up in the back of our net. We have to string some passes together and shoot the puck a little bit more on the power play right now. We're passing around. It's not looking great. It's sucking some life out of us. So, for us, it's back to work here this week, and we know that we have to be a lot better execution-wise come Friday. We're going to Cardiff, which is another tough building to play in.